Hey everybody, we're back with session two. These guys seem to stick around after last week, um, which is good, I guess. It gives me something to do on Monday nights. I was reminded throughout the course of the week that I did owe them a little bit more information because their uh, Sue's talismonger said that he was going to get back to him, and then I never did because we got started talking about other things. So the message that he received, which these guys have already kind of talked about the results of, but just so that anybody in the future knows and not like where did that came from. Um, it's very much a my friend. I bring you grave news from inside our circle. One of our fellows who deals in exotic animals for collectors was broken into a few days ago. It was a narrowly focused job. None of his public facing business was damaged. However, his more exotic stock was hit. Most worrisome was the trio of fugu fish that was ordered for a private dinner for, well, it doesn't matter. The suspicious part comes when he tried to inform the customer and they were unreachable when previously they had been very involved in the specifics. I hope this is of some help to you. And that kind of catches everybody up to wherever everything was. So it is Tuesday morning, the day after you guys got the job. Sometime tomorrow your protectee will be arriving in the city of Seattle and meeting up with his security detail. Um, Hex has just spent an early morning getting a headache, trying to
and
register some sprites.
and unfortunately all 3 points of edge.
I mean, if you just don't need edge. You just get good.
Apparently, I am neither right now, neither lucky nor good.
So what would you guys like to do?
Jack wanted to summon a watcher at some point. I don't know if now is that point.
It's a day to the D-Day.
Yep, you guys have about 24 hours before you really need to worry about anything as far as the job goes. And if you guys don't have anything you want to do, we can just push the fast forward button.
Okay, so let's not summon the Watcher now, since at best I think it's gonna be like 24 hours, maybe over, like a force 4 Watcher. If Sue will be helping me, so the Watcher is when he gets here.
Okay.
I would like to contact my contact, Fat
Nice.
Andre. Yeah, I really wish that I could have phrased that differently. Fat Andre, who is a weapons dealer, and see if he can get us any special access tickets to the convention.
Special access in which way?
Well, is there any higher access tickets than just the basic door fee? Hey, come and look at all these guns.
There's a couple of like vendor passes that you could get. Um, they would get you like you could come into the show floor a little earlier because it's like, oh, these guys here have booths. So instead of when it opens up at like say 10 o'clock for the general public, you could get in there at like 8 or 9. Um, and that would maybe also have a small back area access because I imagine they would have um, like bathrooms and some small refreshments and that kind of thing for the people that are there. So it's like, all right, I need to jump off from my booth real quick, not have to deal with the lines of the general public for the bathrooms and the facilities, so that they can get back to selling their stuff.
If
Okay.
um if you know a weapons dealer, isn't there a chance that he's already vending at this thing?
He's not official uh weapons dealer.
Ah,
Maybe he's unofficially vending.
Yeah, I'll give him a call.
I'm going to go ahead and roll 2 times his connection plus his loyalty.
Sure.
We'll see what Fat Andre can get you.
sec. Let me just pull up my sheet again.
Okay, my phone is not recharging as fast as I hoped, so I may have to switch communications, but that shouldn't take long, I hope.
Sure. We'll take a break in a little over 45 minutes to an hour, if your phone can hold out that long.
Stupid phone, yes.
Crap. All right, what is it that I have to roll?
2 times his connection plus his loyalty. This should be 10 dice.
Should be 10
Okay.
successes.
Perfect world. Okay, so it's backslash rolling roll, and then the number greater than 5.
The number D6, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't screw it up or critically glitch.
Oh, okay.
Come on,
Yeah.
it's fun. I'm not the only one that deserves critical glitch. Give it to
No
everybody.
pressure.
Spread the love.
It's a /.
Happy?
I mean,
Nice.
no, but I'll deal with it.
Andre.
Tell me a little bit about Andre.
Andre and I first bonded when I was working at a physical media store. We both love Golden Age Hong Kong action cinema. His moniker is true to life. He is husky. He's a touch of a neckbeard, and he gets most of his clout from his father, who is a more renowned and respected weapons dealer.
Do they do anything like legal, or is it all like black market stuff?
It's mainly black market.
Does the dad have some kind of front? Does he have like a Weapons World franchise or something like that?
There's the possibility that he is connected to the Russian mob, but we haven't really spoken about that because Jet
would you?
values his skin.
I feel like that's the kind of thing that like you don't ask at family situations. Like, hey, so how about that mob stuff?
Yeah.
And then a last question: is he really into guns, or is he more into the way of the blade?
The way of the blade is more of a personal interest. His moneymaker is guns.
All right, because I really want to go to like the just neckbeard things subreddit and just draw inspiration.
I would appreciate it if you did.
All right, I'll work on that for next time because I totally imagine his icon when you call him up is like, is he human or is he something else?
He's human.
Okay, so trench coat, fedora, and as like the tone is making the ringing sounds, he's just tapping a cantata.
No, he's not that neckbeard, and he knows enough about weapons to know that katanas aren't all they're cracked up to be.
Oh, look at this guy. All right, what's his weapon of choice then?
His weapon of choice in real life is a shotgun. He wishes that he knew what the hell he was doing with a broadsword.
Okay. Is he the shotgun under the counter kind of guy?
More like shotgun in the trunk.
Gotcha. It's like, okay. And does he know you as Jet, or does he know you as something else?
He knows me as Jet.
Okay.
We kind of have our own little names. You know, like people who know each other in real life and the internet, but they want to be called by their handle.
Right. Gotcha. All right. So you start ringing him, and he picks up with a, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?"
What's up, baby? What's good?
I mean, besides me,
Ooh.
got a busy
Listen.
weekend coming up.
Yeah, I bet. Actually, I wanted to ask you about something. You
Yeah.
know, there's that big Boom Boom convention going on downtown, right?
Yeah. It's funny you should mention that. I was thinking about calling you.
Yeah, you gonna be there?
Yeah. See, the old man managed to get a booth there this year, and he's looking for
Oh
some people
shit.
to operate it. And well, I mean, I'm kind of forced into doing it, but he asked if I knew anybody I could trust into helping out.
Oh, and you thought of me?
I mean, you weren't my first bet, but you'll do.
Understandable. Well, listen, I may or may not have some work there. Can't confirm or deny anything. Uh,
As a
if
quick timeout, how much about your criminal life does he actually know?
he
Yeah, you
knows that
may
I run the
scare him out
shadows.
of.
Okay.
You may scare him out of coming.
Okay. You mean like work
Yeah.
work or like work?
Work. Nothing flashy. Just very subtle, chilling out, making sure nothing bad happens for once. And
You can't say it, but
I
he's
was,
raising an eyebrow when you say that. Like, what?
yeah, I know, right? No, but like, I was wondering maybe if we could help each other out. Maybe I could do a little security at the booth at some point with some friends, and then look around, see if we can't finish our job. We're not stealing anything this time.
Well, that's good. That makes things really awkward when you.
Oh, would I shame you?
I mean,
Don't answer that.
sometimes you have. So from here, we're gonna stop. And so, what would you like? Because you got 7 hits on this roll, so I'm kind of open to giving you almost whatever you want, with the small caveat that at some point you will be forced to actually work the booth as a sales representative.
Yeah. I was thinking the backroom access for possibly Dante, since he talks purtier than I do, and who else knows guns?
I mean, I feel like he's gonna want you there because he's your buddy, and you guys got so many things to talk about.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously I'm going to be there. Um,
How many people can he get in?
Uh, let's go with 2 because like he doesn't have a big official like. I actually am a corporate employee. We'll say that his dad got in as like a private collector that is trading in certain parts of his personal collection and picking up other things like that. Probably paid through the
oh,
nose for the booth spot.
do you think that you could talk some bullshit, do some Antiques Roadshow? Not sure if that reference carries over.
Well, I am really, really magical. I've got pistols 9 and I've got an Ares on me. But I think our 2 faces, the truthful one and the lying one, are a better bet. Except the giant may be a little bit out there. I don't know if our Andre guy would like that.
Can our second face, Sue, can you perceive or are you mundane?
I can sense, yeah.
Okay. Do you feel comfortable with that?
Yeah.
I love your confidence. Cool. Yeah. So I let him know. My boy Dante, would you like to be known as Dante in this situation?
Dante already has alternative access, so I don't need
Oh,
it
right.
if there's
We have
someone else.
we have 2 kinds of access right now. The normal one, which I will be probably using. We have the staff one, and we have
Which I'll be using.
the vendor one. So
Okay.
actually, what?
If you want me to be manning a booth, I'm happy selling whatever you want me to sell. It would be good if somebody who actually knows something about guns was there too to back me up.
That's me. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, And what's your character name again?
So,
Easy to remember.
It is Sue? Okay.
yep.
All right, just wanted to make sure. Yeah, so I said Andre. It'd be me and my boy Sue. He could probably bullshit on the antique side, and I bring up the hard data.
He's like, all right, my dad will be happy to know.
Should I bring a gift?
I mean, that's on you, man.
I mean, hey, I'm just your old man better than I do. He's doing me a solid.
Well, this is where Rob asks you: is that the kind of thing that has been done in the past that Dad would be expecting?
Would he be expecting it? No. Would it be a nice thank you for the opportunity? Yes. His old man is a bit scary.
Good. I like it when you have contacts that have scary people that might get pissed at them for something. Yeah, no, you can use your best discretion in that situation.
All right. I'm going to go out and buy a nice bottle of vodka from Old Country.
How nice a bottle are we talking? It doesn't have to be anything. I'm just in case you get into a face to face with the guy. I'm just curious. It doesn't have to be like something super crazy. It could just be
I
something
can't give
lifestyle if you wanted.
Yeah, I can't give you hard number, but something nice, maybe, $50, 60.
He's Russian?
Yeah.
What's your lifestyle?
Medium.
Okay, so you can get a medium lifestyle bottle of vodka. That's fine.
For
Okay.
25, $30, you can get something that's distilled from potato that I'm sure he'll like quite a bit without breaking
Okay.
the bank over it.
Yeah, I don't know vodka.
It's just going to be lifestyle anyway. Like if you wanted to go
Yeah.
super crazy and drop like $1,000 on a bottle of vodka,
No, then you're sending the wrong message.
then you're sending the "I want to marry your son" message,
Or I want to marry you.
or you done screwed up.
Yeah,
But
I'll
you-
save that for another time.
But you guys won't screw up, right? There's nothing that could go wrong here,
Sure.
except for going through puberty. God damn.
Listen, transitions are hard, all right? The orc thing hasn't fully kicked in.
That's fine. Did you guys have anything else you wanted to do on Tuesday?
Did we determine that I'd be able to buy hits and know what the fugu was?
Uh,
I've got 6 dice. Would
Hex,
like
you
me to
wanna
roll?
Google fugu?
I can if he doesn't know what it is. I'm so good at matrix searches, guys.
I mean, I kind of figured that it would be like an easy Googling to kind of figure out what it is. But if you get like some kind of crazy amount of hits, I wanna reward that.
Positive thinking, Hex. Positive thinking.
There's literally
So this
a game I
this
played.
does seem like the kind of thing. Obviously, there's a bit of a gulf between player knowledge and character knowledge, but
Right.
the fact that we all knew exactly what you were talking about as soon as you said it, should we assume that we would in 60 years as well?
Sort of. Like, there's a whole lot of new wildlife that has appeared in 60 years. All kinds of awakened versions of all kinds of creatures. Like, you had German Shepherds, and German Shepherds were fine. They're a big dog. Those ones over there spit fire. So yeah, with 3 hits, you guys know more or less that it is an incredibly poisonous yet delicious fish that takes a very skilled hand to make sure that if you are going to consume it, you are preparing it in a non-deadly fashion. Its its poison can cause paralysis and can cause you to suffocate within your own body. Because it will,
Which is always good fun.
yeah, no, it'll paralyze like your chest and your diaphragm, and your lungs won't be able to bring in more air, and I imagine it's terrible.
Would we know what to look for?
As far as being poisoned by it?
Yeah, so the lungs and the internal organs are going to happen last. He would be paralyzed from the limbs up, basically. His lips would turn cyanotic, that sort of thing.
Uh, let me look up the actual thing, and I will see.
Oh,
I guess if some of us are skilled medically, but I don't think.
That was the actual thing.
Yeah, do any of you guys have like medical knowledges?
No,
nope.
Okay.
The extent
but
of
that's what I'm saying,
medical
because
knowledge.
I also
has-
don't have medical knowledge, and
Yep.
I've read a few fiction novels that have mentioned it.
Well, it might have popped up in the Matrix search too.
Yeah, I'm just
One
looking for
rank
the
of
actual thing in the.
There's a
Does one
crazy
rank of steak
octopus
count?
in Australia, or I guess around Australia, that has a similar toxin.
I'm just trying to find the
Blue
actual.
ring octopus, I think it's called.
I mean, it's in Australia. It's full of terrible things. Oh, let me just scroll through here and see if I can find it so that I can give you guys more information on it.
Beyond that, I'd like to pick up some of the Shigema decks. I'm going to guess that's how it's pronounced. Is listed as a regularly available counter agent.
Yeah, no, it's just availability 6. You can go ahead and grab that.
Is that real? Because I didn't think there was an antidote to this stuff.
I think it's just kind of like a baseline anti-paralytic kind of thing.
Okay.
I wonder why it's not showing up in
Huh.
my hair lab.
So I'm guessing no, not real.
Oh, I'm not familiar with like actual medical things. That'd be weird.
Well, I mean, the way that this toxin works, there's a specific means that it causes paralysis by. I don't think that there's a general anti-paralysis potion
Well,
or anything like
but
that.
this is also 60 years in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I didn't know if there'd been some breakthrough I wasn't aware of,
I have
because I'm not
no
really
idea.
up on medical stuff either.
Yeah, no, it says here Shigadamics is an effective counter agent against it. Although there is only sufficient time to administer it if the toxin is ingested. So keep that in mind.
But what if I have him on a dose of it naturally? Like, can I just slip it in his drink so he has it in his system for the couple days of the
I'm pretty
convention?
sure it's an injection.
I think you can combine it with DMSO and pre-administer it to deliver an immunity type of thing.
You would also then have to smear it on him in some fashion.
Hmm.
Which means you'd have to get close. Nobody bought the super squirt, did they?
I mean, I don't
Process
imagine that would make things
look wrong.
much better, because then you're just, let me hose you down, sir.
I could spill a drink on him,
You could.
but if I
And
spill a
then
drink on
smear
him and then he gets poisoned, it's going to look an awful lot like I have just poisoned him.
Yeah, it would be a shame if that happened, wouldn't it? Especially when, like, the totally not Vori guy that is getting you these employee passes would be very upset about that. Can't imagine what would happen from that.
That's nothing to worry about.
I thought what we were going to do was have Dante look like the guy, and then we make Dante immune, and then have him get poisoned and be fine.
We can do that, I guess. Though I don't know if
Sweet. Follow-up question. Dante, do you have any good stuff?
You might have to be a little more specific with your use of stuff.
Good. Like summoning foci or anything.
What I do is I hide places and I look like people. Talk my way through stuff.
Is your face worth anything?
I'd like to think so.
He is a beautiful man sometimes.
Like secondhand?
You're not taking my face.
You might not need it.
I'm kind of worried where this line of questioning is going.
I think
He's got a
he's
face
just-
that looks like people. I don't know. I figured it was worth something.
I think he's already planning on where to sell my parts when I die from poison.
Oh, you won't die from poison. What's the worst that could happen? You have an antidote.
Well,
I'm not planning where to sell them. I'm just asking for your expert advice on to which ones I should take if that should happen.
you should probably just run.
I definitely want to roll up in a pawn shop with somebody's bloody face in my hand and try and sell that.
Gross.
Like trying to work it with my hand. No, it looks like people, guys.
It's like a puppet. Look.
You can put it on your own face and you can look like people.
So, was there anything of consequence you guys wanted to do today, or you want to just fast forward till later?
Yeah, I did want to do two things, and I mentioned it earlier, but I had my mic muted. I would like to buy a Metalink,
Done.
and I'd like to go over what the hell we're doing.
Oh, yeah. I can't help you with that one.
Well, I'm just putting it on the agenda.
I don't
Do
know.
we
though.
know what we're doing?
I was thinking that we have people work the floor, possibly try and fanboy him and get into a discussion about guns, maybe get into his good graces, and then see if we can find a way to trail him after the fact, because he's probably going to be going into a lot of backroom deals, stuff where we may not be able to get to. Does somebody have a who had the bellboy contact?
There was a possibility of me having a bellhop.
Yeah, bellhop. Bellhop.
I think I'm not sure if I'm allowed to use that. This hotel might be too far from
Well,
where I live.
He's an actual contact, so you don't have to worry about him through your quality.
Oh, okay.
Like he is legit on your sheet as a thing, so he can be wherever you want. He's not going to be fired and rehired at a lot of different places. So
Bamce, it sounds like you're entering
You're
the
a robot.
Matrix, the Keanu Reeves one.
sorry.
That's how he rolled so well.
Okay, yeah.
Breaking up.
I'm a real life technomancer.
It
Yeah,
sounds like
breaking
your
up.
connection's going to crap.
Is it still doing it?
Yep.
Yep.
Hmm.
I thought the home rule was no AIs. Come on, man.
You found me out.
Yeah, so what I was thinking is, since we're not going to have ready access, maybe we could use that contact to sort of get into the hotel, or possibly slip him the antidote to the tetrodotoxin or whatever it's called, the fugu poison.
He's not that good of a contact.
Okay. 'Cause
Maybe, we should just
Go ahead.
buy tickets or just book a room or something. Or 3.
He might like give me a heads up if the guy orders room service or something like that. If assured that we weren't trying to do something bad that could come back on him or make the hotel
Yeah.
look bad or something. But he's a really low. He's like a 1-1 contact.
Okay, because my concern isn't the floor, it's what he would be doing afterwards.
Yeah. I mean, he's
But
got
can't
some
we
meetings
just
that we're not going to be able to accompany him to, and there's a possibility that en route to one or more of those meetings, he might have to cross through a potential kill zone, and those are kind of my concerns.
I guess
Oh,
Um,
oh,
that's where
oh,
the
oh,
drones
oh,
would
oh.
come in.
Exactly. So I was asking, like, we would like to summon a watcher. Now the watcher can sort of fly around and see things. So should we use it on the rooftops, or do the drones do the rooftops? How many drones do we have?
Our rigger is MIA at the moment, so we have 0.
Oh,
Okay,
so
so
that
magic it
changes
is.
things. So my question would be, if we would like to maybe book a room, find a hotel boy and maybe intimidate him into helping us, or bribe.
bribe would probably work better.
So
Yeah, but I don't want to lose more money.
got to spend money to make money, right? Uh,
Bird in the hand.
Oh, Bamce, you're back.
sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
So,
I'm looking at Rig's sheet right now. They have a singular fly spy, and I would be happy to leave that just hanging around outside for you guys, just maybe looking at stuff.
okay.
But like not really using the character for anything super in depth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for now, we just try and get in his good graces and maybe work the bellhop contact. Maybe book a night at a posh hotel. See where the evening takes us.
Oh,
There are like 2 hotels, right?
did my staff ID come back yet?
Uh, that's up to you. Like it can have come back. We're on Tuesday, and we're not really in any specific time of the day on Tuesday. So like if you want, you could have it.
Yeah, if I have it, I'd probably use it to try and get in and see if I can get a room number if he's got a reservation or anything.
If memory serves, it was a staff identification for the convention, not for the hotel.
Oh, okay.
And he
Shit.
doesn't have a room number yet because he is not in Seattle yet. Because it's only Tuesday.
Okay.
And one last thing that I wanted to know, did he have any hard appointments on his itinerary?
There were a couple on there. Do you have specific questions about who? They're not like labeled who he's meeting with. There's just some
Is
rooms
there a...
and the time.
Okay, there is a where.
Yeah,
So that's the most important thing.
there's a where and a when.
Well, if push comes to shove, maybe we can like abduct his manager or whatnot, and I can mind probe them, the hard way.
That... Um,
I have
yeah,
access to this ability, just in case.
okay.
What days is the convention running for?
Thursday to Sunday, and it's like a
And
half day on Thursday, like
and the
a
appointment...
VIP access.
Sorry. And the appointments are in the convention hall itself?
There's a convention hall, and then there's yeah, probably just in the convention hall itself.
Oh, okay. Phew. All right.
Cool. So yeah, I would probably book the hotel that he's staying in, and sorry, brain died. Dante, you can use the staff access to try and cover the VIP time. And then we should have some of our bases covered. And Hex, how do you feel about hacking into the hotel to find out his room number?
I'm gonna be AFK for like a minute.
Sure.
Okay.
Better question is, how do the dice feel about me hacking into the hotel to find the room number?
Hey man, I'm
they
not in
hate
the
that
business of questioning fate.
Dante and I could try and go get it.
So I don't mind trying. I just want somebody to potentially drive me in a van over there so I can try and hack all Hot Sim real fast and if we get caught, we can start cheesing it really fast.
Okay, so we'll use that as the backup plan. The primary would be Dante. No, listen, I don't want you to get the worst nosebleed ever, right? So Sue and Dante could try and do it analog, whereas Hex could. We still might need to get into the hotel anyways, just for security purposes, right? Is everybody cool with that?
I'm okay with it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Cool.
Dante, do you have like camera eyes or anything?
I believe I've got an image link. Let me double
Okay.
check.
That is
I was
that is a
thinking
display,
like
not a camera.
No, it's not a camera.
if we were gonna go like interact with some of the hotel staff, and you maybe got a glance at the hotel manager or the concierge or the front desk manager or something like that. Does it do you any good with your special face to take pictures for later?
I mean, if I have pictures, it would make it a better check to disguise as them. Otherwise, it's just off of memory. Other than that, meh.
Okay.
And no, I do not even have an image link. So
They're really easy to get. Like image link
Yeah.
contacts are like $225. But if you have like trodes or something, you don't even really need them.
no, well, I do have trodes.
So it sounds like you guys have some slight ideas about where to go. Is there anything else you want to do on Tuesday?
Oh yeah, I would like to crap. How long? I need to see how long the Dement or whatever the ability
Tomorrow.
Demara lasts.
Magic in hours.
Magic in hours. Okay, so 4 hours before or 2 hours before, I'd like to watch some stuff with salesmen in it. And then at the last possible minute, I would like to watch some detective trids that involve trailing.
Okay, so what
And all of
singular
them
skill
are
are you
Kung
trying to
Fu
get?
based.
I am trying to get the ability to sell better. I'm not sure exactly what that would
That would be con.
fall under. Con?
It's either con or negotiation. It depends upon if like if you're trying to sell me something that doesn't actually, you're trying to sell me a pistol that is like the best easy bake oven, that's con. If you're trying to sell me a pistol that is like, you know, best Ares Predator 25 years running, that's negotiation because
Okay, I'd probably go negotiation.
okay.
And I'm looking through the skills. What would trailing a target fall under?
Either
Mission
tracking
Impossible.
or
Tracking.
perception or sneaking. It depends upon the exact context of the situation.
Tracking, then.
Okay, so you can only get one skill with Damara.
Oh, crap. Yeah.
By the way,
Alright.
I have tracking like 8, thanks to dog and stuff. So I can track a little bit.
Okay,
Also,
then.
depending on what you want, I have a Trid Pirate contact that can help you get like some really good trids.
Okay.
Or some really bad trids.
I mean, I guess it depends
Same
on what
difference. Then, yeah, I am going to... And it only gives me a 1, even... Or does it give me a +1 to perception?
It gives you
I need to pull
it
that
gives
up.
you a skill rating of 1. So it basically
Okay, then I
prevents
would
you
like
from, prevents you from
adding to
defaulting.
skills. Okay, then I am going to do tracking.
Sure. What's the name of the terrible detective movie that you watched?
Dick Tracy.
Ouch.
No, instead of a terrible normal detective movie, he watched, Shift the Orc from the Orc Exploitation.
Good answer, sir. You're a little quiet again.
Well, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Um, okay, do you guys
Gorex Jones, Private Eye.
um, anything else you guys want to do today?
No, I think we're good to go. I mean, it's stretching a little long,
Yeah.
Sure.
and my magic is just before he gets here mostly, so I'm anxious a little bit maybe.
That's fine. You guys don't have to do anything. Like it was just you guys picked up your fake staff passes for the convention center. You guys have.
Question,
Mhm.
question.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to ask that before. We have like 2 staff access IDs,
Mhm.
2 vendor IDs, so 4 people are covered, and I'm just a normal ticket, right? Is that
That is going to be a thing that I was about to ask you guys. If you could write down on the table how everybody is getting in, so that we have an idea of who is doing what.
Okay.
But I know you got to switch from your phone to your computer. So if you guys want to, we can take our first break now and come back and we can deal with Wednesday. And
no, I just switched cables and I'm actually charging now, so my
oh,
phone's gonna
okay,
last.
Cool.
cool. So yeah,
So,
we can just roll straight into
yeah.
Wednesday a little bit.
Okay,
Uh,
so my idea was that I'm gonna go in for a normal ticket since I don't have a lot of negotiation. I mean, I'm defaulting at charisma, so I have like 5, uh, and I have a lot of magic. So I actually wouldn't like to use my skills very often. So I would like to just hide in the crowd, maybe. What do you think, guys?
Hiding in the crowd doesn't sound like a good idea. Uh, maybe just looking around for a new piece.
Well, not like literally hiding. I have an Aries and I can like walk around and ask for shit, but mainly like a sensing from the crowd and walking around. If it's gonna be possible.
Well, we are probably going to need Sue and Rot to really keep an eye out for anyone awakened and maybe interfere with them if they're making a beeline for the target. Um, so as long as you're in the area, yeah, just looking around, as long as you're aware of the surroundings, is probably a good pick.
Okay, so who is missing from our people today? The rigger?
I believe that's it. Yeah.
yep, and the rigger is going to be watching you guys like outside with their fly spy.
Exactly. So who's taking the vendor passes? Because that's what we did today. Sue and
Sue and Jet.
Sue and Jet. So we have 2 more staff passes. So who takes that?
Dante
Yep.
has one.
Yep. If you
Do we
notice,
have
I got
2 or 1?
So,
We got told that she could provide however many we want as long as you pay for it.
so I bought a staff pass.
Okay, I think I can I mean I can make myself invisible. So if that's anything, I can maybe try to get an invisible pass. Maybe.
Well, you can just buy a general ticket as well.
Yeah, I know, but my fear is, as someone said before, that it's going to be a lot of backroom deals. So I'm not allowed into backrooms with. I mean, my watcher may be, but I don't think I will be.
Yeah, but you're probably going to want a general ticket just to get in and look around and then go invisible here and there instead of try to be
Yeah.
invisible the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Sure,
No,
sure.
nobody's going to be allowed into private meetings that they're not invited to.
Yeah. And they'd probably have magical security.
Oh, yes,
to
that's what I would
prevent.
like to check for. Like Bamce, just heads up, just as soon as I get into relative safety in the crowd. So that's, as you said, the stink eye is not that visible. I would like to stink eye all the guards.
So, just gonna point out 2 quick things. One, you're a dwarf, so it's gonna be kind of hard for you to get good stink eyes, and there's gonna be a lot of people there. So that's going to make it a little bit more difficult, just because the astral is a world of emotions and stuff, and the large press of meta-humanity is going to put a little
Shit.
bit of a temporary stain on the astral in the area. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just pointing it out. It might be a little bit more difficult.
Okay, okay. Well, I would assume my character would know how astral goes, so maybe I'm waiting for the break in the crowd or whatnot. I don't know.
He would have an idea of how it's probably going to be. He's probably been in um, high traffic places, but
Okay, so when we are starting the whole thing, I'm gonna try sensing and shit, but that's coming.
Yeah, I would say probably we should think about goals with something like that. So we want to sense him if we can see him without getting caught, or we want to sense his two.
minions.
I think he had a troll and an elf with him.
Yep.
And then generally keep an eye out for anybody awakened. That's the sort of thing that we can sort of just like scan the crowd. Like they're going to be brighter, right?
Yeah, you only need to like you can spot an awakened person just by looking at a field of people, because their auras will be brighter and stuff. But if you want any like specific information, like what kind, how much magic they actually have, that kind of stuff, you actually need to roll a specific sensing test on them.
Okay. Well, I would say that generally speaking, if we get an opportunity, I'd like to sense, or one of us should sense, the target, his two bodyguards. Keep an eye out for anybody magical that we see, and then I guess if we do see anybody magical, find out how evil they are.
Yeah, what color is murderous intent on in an aura?
Magenta.
I mean,
Or like
murderous intent isn't really a thing. Like you could sense aggression or disdain or something like that, but to jump to that person's going to commit murder is not the kind of thing you're going to get out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I was half
I
joking. I
I
don't
would
think
say,
it's Minority
like,
Report.
um, somebody who has studied dark magic or bad nasty stuff or whatever that would.
Oh yeah, if he actually got into like blood magic or that kind of thing, it would definitely show on his aura.
All
Okay.
right, that's a good. That's a score. Yeah. I hope.
If
Yeah, there's a whole
But
lot
his
of
name,
evil you can be without going full blood magic.
his name
Yeah,
is
what?
Duchess. I assume
Probably
he's
called
doing like
Chance.
dark rituals with poison fish.
Yeah, watch.
Or
He just
he owns
called
land in England.
Okay, so
That
one
would be
goal is
hilarious.
sensing shit.
He's an actual Duchess, yeah.
So we are sensing shit. Cool. Second goal. I would say maybe getting one of our two faces to actually like get close to him somehow, like tailing him in a way. Because having someone a few meters from him, it would be awesome.
I plan on it.
But honestly, I would rather have people tag the person in question rather than
Do we have
going
actual
up against them.
tags? Do we have
Yes,
actually
I
like
did.
tags?
They
I
are.
have stealth tags. I bought stealth tags just for such a purpose.
what do you ask sensing?
Yeah, that came out weird.
That's just my general checking out the crowd type thing.
What
Seeing
crowd? It's Tuesday.
It's
that
the
booty,
crowd
though.
sense for the crowd.
the crowd on the Thursday.
Okay, so when we get to Thursday, we'll worry about that.
I'm just getting ready.
Okay, just warming up the dice.
I'm team working with myself in advance.
Okay. Uh, so I believe we did move on to Wednesday in the morning.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hex, good news. You can get a point of edge back, assuming you had a good night's sleep and don't have insomnia or anything.
I don't. I'm assuming I get a good night's sleep.
I mean, that's up to you. But yeah, no, you can have a point of edge back. Congratulations. Anybody want to do anything bright and early Wednesday morning?
Wednesday morning, shouldn't we try to get the ritual going on? I mean, that's gonna hit you with drain, Sue, but maybe we can get the Watcher to watch around.
It's gonna hit me with drain.
Yeah, everyone gets drain in the ritual.
All right.
So I thought you knew that.
Well, no, but it's gonna happen sometime. Let's do it.
What's the worst that could happen? I knock you guys out all day.
Yes.
No, I don't think. I don't think it's going to happen since I'm going to use 20 drams of reagents. That's going to go like 3. I'm going to prevent 3 drain at least. Does that count for Sue as well?
Sure, why not?
So at least I have, because that's a spirit 4. So I'm going to set the Watcher 4. So I'm going to use 4 drams for the lodge, 4 drams for the offering, if I'm not mistaken. And then,
Are you guys both shamanic?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I'm gonna nullify the drain by, I think, 2 or 3. I counted that in advance, but I don't remember right now. Damn it. And I have minion ritual summoning 12 dice.
Okay.
Okay. How do I help you with this?
I think it's just a teamwork test. I'm not sure what that means right now, but
I don't have ritual spellcasting.
you don't have to. You just have to sort of chant around and
You'll,
close your eyes.
You'll just roll magic -1.
Okay.
So sure. So does my summoning beast? Oh, no, that's beast spirit summoning. So that doesn't help me.
No,
Okay.
this is all ritual casting.
Okay. So
Let Sue roll first because his hits give you extra dice.
okay. So magic minus.
Yep. So you will get.
Okay.
What's your skill in ritual casting?
12 with minions.
Okay, so you will get.
And that's a minion.
You will get 3 extra dice.
15d6.
My mentor does something where I get an extra service per summon. Does that help with this, or is this not?
This
A
isn't.
summon.
Not with minions.
They don't. Watcher spirits don't operate off of services.
Okay.
Yeah, they sort of do whatever I want them to.
Yeah.
For the time being.
But they're also like
Oh.
can't punch people in faces, that kind of thing.
They can just call you names and shit.
Astrally call you names.
That's what I'm gonna do to Duchess.
Yeah. So
Dunny,
you
dunny, boop.
go ahead and roll your 15 dice.
Oh shit, that's more than expected.
That's about average.
That's like, yeah. So, considering that, and it's a 4. Oh
Yeah.
shit, really? That's like 4 hours worth of a Watcher.
Well, no, that's. I believe I rolled to.
No, it says a Watcher lasts a number of hours equal to its force times the net hits on the ceiling test. So.
Right. Oh, force times 2 test is what I roll. Delicious.
Don't.
Oh yeah, no Watcher spirit for you, sir.
Shit.
Out.
Okay, so that it's just drain.
It's just drain. You reduce
for
the drain
life,
by
life.
2, and you're staring at 8 points of drain, sir. Serves actually.
Okay, so it's like drain resist. What is it?
Willpower plus charisma, and that goes for both of you.
Well.
Man, that was fun. You guys want to do that again?
Sure.
Wait. No, I don't. What?
Yep.
I don't want to do that again.
Go ahead and roll your 10
So I
dice,
get
sir.
2 drain.
All right, so you guys both take 6 points of drain.
What?
Yeah,
Wait, 6?
yeah. After the spell goes off, each participant
But
also
you
takes
said
drain
you were-
equal to twice the number of hits, not net hits, on the defense side of the ritual spellcasting test. I got 5, so that's 10 minus your 4. You guys take 6 points of drain.
Ah.
You're welcome, Sue.
So you should have specified, Bamce. Just summoning anything, you tend to roll murderous rolls.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That's the first time I've ever actually rolled maybe the second time I've ever actually rolled a ritual spellcasting.
Yeah,
So
but you
a
got
lot more drams. A lot more drams at once.
you got 5 successes out of 8 dice.
That's true.
That's amazing.
I don't like your brand of witchcraft, sir.
I mean, I love my
And
witchcraft.
I got 5 successes on 15. I mean, damn it.
Sorry, sir. So, like your characters, let's go ahead and take that break because it sounds like they need some rest. I'll be right
Oh
back.
yeah.